Hello everyone, this is Mike. Welcome to my channel, Mike the Tech Savvy. This is my full review of the iPhone 10. I have here a space gray iPhone 10 with 64 gigabytes of internal storage. As you may have noticed already, I haven't set up the Face ID. I'm not too keen on this feature and I'm not a huge fan of it. But I've tested it and it does work fairly good, even in dark environments. I've used the phone for the last few days, so I have a good idea of the performance of the device, of what are its advantages and disadvantages. So I'll talk you through them. First, the most obvious feature of this device is its display, which is probably the best display I've ever seen. And according to a review from DisplayMate, this is the best display ever. It has the best color accuracy and, most important, it has the highest brightness, so outdoor visibility. Its main disadvantage probably is the power consumption. It is a power-hungry display after all, because it's so huge. The battery inside the device is not that large. It's only around 2700 milliamp hour, quite small. I've installed Antutu and I've ran it. Here you go, the score is huge. It basically demolishes every other device. And yes, you can feel this in everyday usage. I haven't seen the phone stuttering or it only instantly opens everything you want it to. You can see here the basic specs. So we have the Apple A11 in-house SoC along with the A11 GPU. These are both monsters when comparing them with basically anything else in the mobile ecosystem. 3 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of internal storage. The resolution of the display, which is decent enough, probably not as good as an S8 or so, but I can assure you that you cannot see any difference with the naked eye. The camera is probably one of the best I've seen so far. I've updated the phone to the latest iOS version available right now, so 11.1. Let me talk you through the second most interesting feature of this phone, which probably is the camera. Let's go into camera settings. So you can record video at 4K 60 FPS. This is a world first. I know for a fact that the S8 can do this as well, but you need to perform some custom zip files installation in order to allow this. In slow-mo, you have 1080p at 240 FPS. Let me just give you a quick look. So here you go. You can see the watch balance, slowly it moves. And of course we have the 1080p resolution. Quite amazing, to be honest. The lip on top is a debatable feature, so some people say that it's quite weird and probably it's a feature that keeps them away from this device. Some other like it. I have quite mixed feelings about it. The operation in day-to-day usage is flawless, probably one of the best around. One of the things that I wasn't very keen about is the battery life of the device. I am not a heavy user. I mostly use instant messaging apps and so forth, but nothing more. I don't do gaming or anything on my devices. So I needed to charge it during the day, even if I was at 100% in the morning. Probably the battery is still brand new and needs to settle in a bit. iOS 11 is not the most stable around. This will probably be improved in the future iterations of the OS. The feeling in hand is quite good. One of the minor issues that I've seen is that the phone is fingerprint magnets on the back at least. the phone is very slippery, so you do need to buy a case, otherwise you'll have a great possibility of breaking it even without touching it. You wouldn't want that given the price of a back glass for this, which I heard is around $500-600. Way above what you'll pay for a similar S8 or a Galaxy Note 8 back glass. You have OIS on both sensors here, which is a first for an Apple-made device. I have filmed a number of camera comparisons which will be out soon, so stay tuned for that. These are my general thoughts on the device. So overall, you have a great display, you have a great camera and great hardware also, so a very good package overall, so thumbs up for Apple. They did a good job. As disadvantages, probably price is one of them. The device is the most expensive iPhone ever. Also, the repairability is a minus, because let's put it this way, you do not want to drop the phone without proper protection, so you should definitely buy a case before even purchasing the phone. Third, the battery life is not what I expected, but this will probably be addressed via software updates and so forth. There will probably be improvements in this department. If you want the latest and greatest iPhone, this is probably the best choice. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are only revamped iPhone 7s, and those in turn are only revamped iPhone 6s and so forth. This is something different, both from a hardware and from a, let's say, software perspective, because this whole app switching is really interesting and you'll get used to it, even if in the first day or so it may seem unintuitive. To close the apps, simply tap one of them for a few seconds and then you can do it the usual way. One last thing that seemed, let's say, counterintuitive as well, is that when you try to unlock the device and you hold it with only one hand, you have to swipe up from this line to unlock it, and this is impossible if you don't have like giant sausage fingers or so. So you definitely need to use two hands for this, or grab it in a lower position and then make a try for it. Of course, doing your best not to drop it. So you have to be, as always, extra careful with the iPhone X. This is the case with Face ID as well. So if it recognizes your face, you still need to swipe up, which is an extra unnecessary step in my book. Probably will be addressed, probably not, I'm not really sure, but a lot of customers will request this from Apple and they will probably remove it in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please do press the like button. If you'd like to see similar videos in the future, also press the subscribe button, which will be displayed right here in the bottom left part. More iPhone X videos will come, especially camera comparisons with different Android phones, so stay tuned for that. Of course, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment box below and I will answer all of them. This was Mike the Tech Savvy. I wish you a great day. Bye!